tourists, and I'm like, I'm going with this guy who employs 3,000 people, pays them every 2 weeks on time.
Yes. And runs the company that supplies East Africa. And now I think it's Africa.
He's in 9 countries.
Yes.
I'm like, this guy, he has to be my mentor in the area of finance, in the area of numbers.
Yeah.
So occasionally I check on him. Even yesterday I sent him, MZ, I hope you're well. And he said, yes, I'm good. How about you? I said, I'm good. So in the area of spirituality, I have my mentor. In the area of excellence, I have the Michael Jackson guy. You know, he's 64. Dorian Hall is 64. Yes. He's retired. Yes. He's still you know what I mean? Yes. But I'm making use of him. Yeah. And guess what? If Michael Jackson paid him, he's giving me free knowledge.
Wow.
I have Professor Lumumba, because that is the direction I'm taking. Yeah. As a Pan-Africanist, I need a Pan-Africanist who can easily introduce me to people. Yeah. I need a Pan-Africanist who tells me, I think you're going on the wrong trajectory. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. We need Pan-Africanists who not just talkers but doers. Yeah. So that's what Professor Lumumba tells me. So occasionally, I think for you to hire Professor Lumumba to speak, you'd have to pay 6,000 USDs. Yeah. He gives me that knowledge for free. You get what I mean? Yeah. Of course, a mentor will have to appreciate your hunger and then start, you know,
feed the hunger.
Yeah, but these are people who've done things. Yeah. And I'm saying they are not leaving me behind. Yeah. I'm going with them. Let me go on the Kameme, but I'll reach. Eventually, I'll be able also to mentor others.
Wow. Yeah. Let's go to point number 11 as we close the show.
Of course, point number 11 is learning from experience. Yeah. We had the first pandemic, and if we didn't learn anything, the second pandemic is clearly telling us that the world is on reset. Yes. If you think that you're going to open up a shop, a cloth shop, and sell the way you used to sell before COVID, then it's like you're waiting for the ship at the airport. Wow. Things have changed. Wow. Things are very virtual. Yeah. If you think that your human resource staff is going to be able to work the way they used to work, then you're wrong, because these people, while at home, they've been introduced to many other things. Yeah. Some of them are learning new skills. Yeah. So if you view them the way you used to view them before, it's like waiting or winking at a woman in the dark.
Wow.
You better stand and appreciate that things have changed. Yes. Take stock. Wow. Sit down with a paper and pen and say human resource. Plot it and say things have changed. Interview your staff. You know, ask them what they want to be in 5 years. I promise you they'll tell you different things. They've learned things. Some of them know what is working and what is not working. So I want to thank you for the opportunity of hosting me here. For the viewers who you know, who've been watching us, the people who nominated me, and I want to tell them that or give them encouragement. I shouldn't give. They should still have hope that things are going to be better, and they should look north. And of course, if they are spiritual, God will come to our rescue. And but God has to find us doing something. They need to learn. They need to have their visions clearly written, because that will help the posture they're going to take. And also to remind them that we as research and development fellows are constantly coming up with ideas of how to make things better. For example, we are going to have the cheapest mortgage in the world. Yes. And you and I are going to work on that. We'll have the cheapest mortgage in the world. Housing is going to be
something that has never been discussed before, something has never been thought about before.
Definitely.
Something that people have never even thought about in their wildest imagination.
Yeah, housing is going to be a human right. We're going to make it here in Uganda. you and I and our team,
Yes.
we're going to make it happen. It's not going to be that for you to own a house, you've succeeded. That would be the foundation and not the limit.
Wow.
To your success.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Well, Bedford, thank you so much for coming to the CEO Bench today. I would like to say we are really extremely humbled to have you back on the show today. And I think that those who have nominated you have not gotten anything short than their expectations were at the beginning, and that informed their decision to nominate you to come back to the show. And to everyone out there, thank you very much for being part of the show. I would like to say thank you, and we're looking forward to having you anytime we have the vote. The CEO Bench is purely about the vote. You see the person, you don't understand them, but you hear about them and you want them to come. We created this platform so that they can come and share their ideas. 1.5 hours of them sharing their ideas, sharing their thoughts, and of course their experiences in the area of leadership, change management, and transformation. Until then, we want to say thank you and keep it a CEO Bench. Like Bedford Buyunga said, we're working on something. Again, don't wink on that woman in the dark. As the pandemic comes, that's a learning for today. As you come out the 42 days, please put the light, put the glasses, and see the beauty of that human being called the business that God had placed before you. And like you said, you have to make sure that you don't wait for God to find you when you are seated. Rather, God should find you when you're walking. Until then, keep it the CEO Bench. Bedford Buyungo, Ed Your Killer, signing out.
An army of sheep led by a lion will beat an army of lions led by a sheep.
Bonjour, je suis très heureux de vous retrouver sur ce plateau de House of Talent TV pour cette nouvelle émission de Partage ton français. Chers amis, le français est partagé sur les 5 continents. Il y a une idée géniale qui a été soufflée à nos oreilles, bien sûr, par le président de la République de France, M. Emmanuel Macron, lors de son discours à l'Institut de France le 20 mars 2018. Il parlait de donner l'espace, de donner la chance à tout le monde de pouvoir apprendre la diversité de la langue française. Voilà pourquoi nous, ici en Ouganda, avec l'appui de l'ambassadeur de France en Ouganda, M. Julamani Anamboussou, nous sommes en train de promouvoir la langue de Molière, la langue de Césaire, Aimé Césaire, la langue française. Et voilà pourquoi, encore une fois de plus, nous avons créé les plateformes de partage ton français. Ça veut dire quoi? Le français que tu as appris à l'école, à l'université, même à l'Alliance française, ne garde ça pas seulement pour toi-même. Partage avec ta famille, avec ton entourage. Tous ensemble, au jour à venir, nous allons parler le français. Merci, je ne suis pas seul, je suis avec mon invité d'aujourd'hui. Elle est ici pour partager le français avec nous. Elle s'appelle José. Et je pense qu'elle a une bouche, elle peut parler d'elle-même. Bonjour José.
Bonjour Patrick.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien, merci, toi?
Ça va très bien, merci. Comment va la santé?
Je vais bien.
Très bien José, je vois ton français. You are improving French.
Oui, oui. J'aime beaucoup la langue française.
Yes.
Parce que c'est la langue internationale.
Merci. Et c'est la langue des opportunités.
Oui, oui, oui.
José, est-ce que tu peux te présenter en français? Can you present yourself in French?
Oui.
Properly in French.
Oui.
And you're going to go deeper in English.
Bonjour tout le monde. Je m'appelle Joséphine. Je suis styliste avec José Maison de Cristo. Je suis ougandaise et j'habite à Kampala. J'aime beaucoup la langue française parce que c'est la langue des opportunités.
Oui.
Je suis contente d'être ici. Merci.
Merci José. Tu es contente d'être ici.
Oui.
Tu sais, nous sommes où? À la chaîne You Talent TV.
Oui.
Merci beaucoup. José, Amoureuse de la langue française. How did you fall in love in French language?
J'aime beaucoup la langue française parce que c'est la langue des opportunités et c'est la langue internationale.
So when did you start to learn French?
That was in 2019 when I was given the opportunity from the French embassy in Uganda. Actually, that is through the French government because the French embassy in Uganda is here because of the French government. So our French embassy in Uganda, and I was taken to France in Paris to study French. My first French class was in Paris, and then when I came back to Uganda, I was given another opportunity at Alliance Française. Oui.
Tell me, who was your first teacher? Your first teacher who taught you French?
My first teacher for French was Blaise.
At Alliance Française?
Oui, at Alliance Française.
Okay. Can you tell us, est-ce que tu peux nous dire, qu'est-ce que la francophonie? What is a francophonie for you, according to you?
A francophone to me are people who speak French, the different countries that speak French, and also the French culture, and then the way of living. To me, that is francophone.
Ton travail, quelle est la value world? What the value or the necessity of French?
La langue française, c'est la langue des opportunités. C'est la langue des opportunités. Oui.
Go deeper in English.
French is an international language. It's a language of opportunities. In the different countries all over the world where there are French speakers or Francophone countries, for you to do business, you must know the language. So for me to...
Jose has a question.